Is this on? Okay, it's on. Hey guys, thank you all. First of all, thank you all so much for coming to Fresh Fest. This is our second time doing it. The first time around, Petal Productions just kind of helped Jet Fresh, and this time around, we decided to become a full partner. And so we like to, and we've always called ourselves Petal Fresh for a while now. Anyone who, well, first off, today I want to talk about teamwork. I talk about teamwork a lot because I think it's what's led to my success and the success of Petal Productions in the end. You can have a lot of creatives. You have a lot of creatives in this room. I always feel a little like imposter syndrome when I talk about creativity because everybody's got their own process and the way to go. And so you guys do that. But I know what I think I'm good at, and that is building a great team. And I usually talk about building the team that I have. But today I'm going to talk about the team that's beyond that, which is what today is, which is Petal Fresh. And the kind of relationships that you build with your vendors, your planners, and the people that you work with that make you successful. I don't know, do you guys know Petal Productions? Does anybody know who we are? No? I think we're a successful company. If you're a florist or a flower shop or the retail side of the business, maybe you don't know us as much. We are basically an event production company that is very floral based. We do about 500 weddings a year, and a lot of other events as well, bar mitzvahs, corporate, But we do no retail. We don't do flowers in a retail sense. We only do events. So with that said, we have planners, we have vendors, right? Today is a great example, right? Today's event between Jet Fresh, Sal Event Productions, who did all the production, MPE, and all the vendors that came together, and all of that is because we've continued to form relationships with people to make them be a part of our team. And being a part of our team is much more than just asking people or people wanting to support you, but how are you representing yourself and showing up for your team as well? You know, I talk about and I think about the growth of Jet Fresh often and how both of our growths have kind of mirrored each other. And so Jet Fresh, I don't know if you guys know Jet Fresh, they just moved into a new building. It's amazing, you know, it's huge. Like the growth that Mike Black and Casey Black and Ryan and all that team has been able to grow. And I like to think that I'm a part of that. I like to call myself Carlos Black a lot. Yeah, like I'm Carlos Negro. I am a part of that family. But their growth and our growth is really important. And I think that part of that is making sure you're investing in a vendor or forming relationships with someone that has the same kind of goals and ideas. Like the mentality and the company structure at Jet Fresh, the way they treat their employees, the way they're so service oriented, all of those things align with who we are at Petal as well. And so it's a great partnership because we both are feeling the same thing. And so as Mike grows, I grow. As I grow, Mike grows, you know, or Jet Fresh grows, right? Like the more I want more and interesting products from around the world, the more I'm gonna push Jet Fresh to get those things. And the more that they value that relationship, the more they're going to also find those relationships. Whether it's with Rosa Prima or Magic or a lot of the farms that we continue to grow and bring into that Jet Fresh family, all of those are ultimately going to service me. So the growth of Jet Fresh 100% influences the growth of Petal Productions. My ability to have quality product, my ability to have the best roses on the market, the kind of services they provide us. But that also entails making sure that you're a team member for them. Am I promoting Jet Fresh? Am I making them feel like I am with them, behind them, supporting them, elevating who they are as a brand as I elevate myself as a brand? You know, are you a team player? And I hear this. So in another context, I'm in a chat group with about 40 different florists in Miami, right? And so we borrow product. Oh, I need this vase. I need this candelabra. Can somebody help me with this? And like all that stuff is great. And I love that team building and like camaraderie before competition. But I also hear in that group a lot of complaining. And, you know, part of being a team member is if you're going to complain about a hotel or property, and I'm going to talk specifically about events right now. If you're going to complain about like, oh, this hotel, they're so mean, or they ask us to do this, or they do that, or they're so, you know, so difficult to work with, like, you're not being a good team member, right? Like, make sure that every property that you work on thinks that you're on their team. Like, you never want to complain about a property. You want a property to feel like, oh my God, thank God Petal is here, you know? Because you're a good team member. You're on their team. And that means recognizing what all of their standards are and making sure you're executing them. Because you're no longer on your terms. Once you enter a hotel ballroom, you're in somebody's house. Make sure you're following the rules of that house and be a good team member. And in turn, I guarantee you, you know, creativity is one thing, but that catering director, that sales director at that hotel, when the next bride comes in, is going to say, oh my God, go with Petal. Why? Because they know that when I'm on their property, I'm going to make their life better. As opposed to somebody who is difficult and maybe super fucking creative, you know, and do like beautiful, incredible work. But if you leave it dirty, if you don't follow the rules, if you do a million different things, like that property is not going to have you back, and you're going to hurt your business in the long run, no matter how creative you are. You may get a lot of likes on Instagram. You may get a lot of followers. You know, your social media presence may be great, but are you making dollars? You know, and you're going to be making dollars if that hotel, if you're a team member to that hotel. You know, the same way Sal Event Productions, who did all this lighting and everything today for us, and like you'll see some of the great, amazing stuff that they've done later on for the day for us. Unbelievable. Are we also on their team? When they show up on a job site, are we asking for too much? You know, are you being helpful? Are you in the way of the lighting team? Are you helping them in any way? Like, always be mindful of every vendor that you're working with, because that's how business comes back to you. And when people want to work with you, they will recommend you, and if they like you, and it, again, creativity is one thing. Quality of work is important. Always, you got to make sure that that's there. Creativity and all of that is one thing, but being a good partner to people ultimately is going to be where your business will grow and you'll be successful. Okay, beyond that, I wanted to give everybody an opportunity. Today, beyond that, we have Petalscapes in the back. You know, I wanted to say thank you to the Massies, Rena Goldberger, Val, Red Velvet, and all the partners who contributed to design. Again, this is about being partnerships, you know, and so all that is in the back room. I wanted to give a shout out to my team. Growth is also, I'm going to go back to talking about my team, because you can't grow your company if you don't hire well. Hire well, train them well, be kind, even though I'm not always kind. They're all back there watching me. I told them all that I was going to yell at you today, like I yell at them. And I wanted to have a moment where if anybody have any questions or anything they wanted to know, like anything about Petal? No? I think I'm done.